Hey everyone, let me go get my tea. I'll be right there. Be right there. I'm just getting my tea. Hey, baby. All right, welcome everyone. Good sunrise. Oh, good sunrise. How are you all doing? Now, I gotta tell you, it's been a pretty wild 72 hours for me. How about you? The past 72 hours, there has been like a very large shift, like in my life personally. So I'm wondering if you all have had something happen to you or felt some type of shift. But I've definitely felt a change in the energy. I've been thinking of leaving these banana peels around for all of my enemies because it seems like all they're doing is slipping up. Should that be the new title of this video? Whatever your enemies are up to, they keep stepping on banana peels and slipping up. But hey, am I the one who left the banana peels there? Maybe. Good sunrise, everybody. So I woke up today and, I feel like I had very eventful dreams, received a couple of downloads from my dreams and wrote them down. And I feel like I woke up today in a completely different energy compared to the past 72 hours. Like there was something that I needed to do, and there was like a lot of pressure to kind of get it done. And I checked in about it several times, of all this that I needed to get done and the time frame and everything. And it was really the best option. And I feel very proud of it. I feel very proud of the decisions that I have made. It's even still one thing that I have somewhat been experiencing, and I wonder if this has been happening for you too. I kind of saw someone mention it on Instagram, like on a reel on Instagram. But there's been this one too, they said. So we have a storyline here. Sorry about the sound. I'm going to move this so you can see. There we go. It's been an interesting energy like at the start of this new year, because it seems like there has been a recuperation or like a recoup that has been taking place for us to receive. Oh, my heart is beating like slightly faster in a good way, okay? It's like there's this type of reclamation, like reclaiming my energy, reclaiming my time, and taking those energies back from certain places and people and experiences. That's what I feel like happens at the end of the year of the snake up into the Chinese New Year, or the new year that began in March. It feels like I'm hearing thou shall not pass. Like it feels that even though there are energies that kind of want to cross over, I keep saying that. Why do I keep saying I feel that? But anyway, what I'm seeing here is it's like you're the final gatekeeper. They're saying, and many people don't know what to do with that energy on earth, where you are kind of the final judgment, or you're the final person at the final gate who gets to say whether or not something or someone, or even they want me to say an entire planet, whether or not like a celestial body gets passed through. They want me to tell you that you're the barometer, your heart space is the barometer for the success of this planet. And it doesn't mean that it's only you, it means that there are a bunch of us. Like, have you ever noticed that at times the weather will reflect your emotions? Or have you ever stepped outside and noticed that you are literally creating the conversations that are happening around you? Like, you can literally just pick up certain words from conversations. And as you walk down the street, each of those words makes sense. Each of those words may have been something that you needed to hear, or all of those words put together form a sentence that responds to an internal thought that you had. You know, I feel like it's going to take some years or maybe even some decades for people to truly let those experiences sink in as something that are not abnormal. I think now we're still kind of in the energy of like, oh, people actually experience that. What are those types of people? Are they like, are they crazy, or are trying to dismiss people who have experiences like that? But very truly and very rarely, you're ahead of your time. And I feel here that's why there's this, they want me to tell you about a shift in the mindset. It may have seemed like others were gatekeeping you, but the true essence here, they want me to remind you, is that you're actually the gatekeeper to the realm that you're in. So seeing other people as gatekeepers, so to speak, kind of fit with the previous narrative of that, or of a hierarchy, and that you're at the bottom of a hierarchy, so to speak, and that someone else needs to let you in. But that's not the case anymore. They want you to think of yourself, and they're reminding me to do this, as the gatekeeper, as the final say, as the one that everything needs to pass through before it gets approval to materialize. Okay? There aren't gatekeepers outside of you. You're the gatekeeper now. You are the captain now, huh? So there's a king of coins at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to get a sip of tea. I'm also going to cover this so I can focus. Who's that in the chat? Hey, Tracy. Hello. Hey, Tracy. We have a page of coins and a king of coins. Oh, but my my cat is right over here. Oh, look, there he go. He would have jumped. But we may see him pop up again. They're telling me here that Five of Cups, the Empress. Someone wants to reach out to you before the opportunity is lost. The Hermit. This person could be feeling like they're very solo right now. They're keeping to themselves. It's like they just have, in the Six of Coins, yes. It's like they just have their mind on their money on their mind, and that's all that they're focusing on right now. And they're seeing you as a part of their purview. So you know how certain people, as I've been describing, can walk into a room, a crowded room, and know exactly who they're meant to talk to. You are like this, and this King of Coins is like this, where they don't let something slip through their fingertips when the universe puts a spotlight on a mission, on a person, on an idea. This is a King of Coins, but I also feel like they're very wise in how they use their energy, just like how earth signs are. Earth signs do not... Thank you, Bubby. Come on. Okay. Earth signs, the way they spend their time and their energy is very different from the other signs. because they know how to conserve their energy, but they also have discernment to know when it's time for their energetic push. And I feel here this masculine King of Coins energy, whoever they are, you or someone else, they're seeing that now is a good time for an energetic push. They want to give you something, Six of Coins. This person a bit feels that when they are giving to you, they're giving to themselves. This is an energy who sees a reflection of themselves in you. In terms of your business interests or what you want to do or how you want to be an entrepreneur, for instance. And I'm going to tell everybody here that being an entrepreneur is going to be the new way of life. Having a barter system is going to be, or we will return to that old way of life now in a new way. Because there's nobody who I've ever met, and it's not that everybody's going to be an entrepreneur, so to speak, but it's very rare that I meet someone who feels satisfied having a regular position at a regular job. There must be some sense of purpose in everything that we do now when it comes to our connection to money and how it manifests and how it materializes, and also how we receive it. There must be passion, purpose, and enlightenment that it brings to your own self and to the community, whoever you're serving and giving a service to. So that's why this King of Coins wants to invest in you. They see you as a hermit energy, but I think he is also a hermit. And that's exactly why he feels like there's a sparkle in your eye, because it reminds him of himself. This King of Coins could feel a bit jaded, so to speak, regarding money or the amount of money that he has earned, or even entrepreneurship in and of itself. And so when you reach a certain level of financial gain, you want to in turn give to others. And he's giving to you. Divine Feminine. So let's see what the storyline is here, and I'll have some tea. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Danny. Thank you for liking. Thank you for joining. Happy Friday, everyone. I may go later. Later today, I may come on here and do some personal readings if you all have some questions. Let's see what this storyline is here. You stand out in a crowd. He can't stop thinking about you, and he can't stop thinking about you, and he knows that it's not demonic. You know how at times you can't stop thinking about people because of how oppressive demonic energy will create repetition, and that's how you remember someone. I feel here this King of Coins recognizes that you stand out from a crowd, and it's not from demonic energy. He's actually saying that when you show up in a crowd, you bring peace. It's interesting. This person sees you as a peacemaker. So we have the Three of Cups, the Star, the Devil reversed, Knight of Swords, to the Temperance energy here. You have turned someone into a believer. And they believe in you, but I feel that they believe in so much more than what they would have guessed just by being in your presence. Hold on, let me turn this music down. it's like it's growing louder and louder. Okay. They're showing me something here about how your energy could show up in a crowded place and people will feel rowdy, or there will be the presence of so much temptation, the devil energy here. And yet, just your auric energy influences people to make a different decision. This King of Coins feels like you have influence to help people make positive decisions for themselves, for the community, and for the world. Three of Cups, the Star. Devil reverse, Knight of Swords, and Temperance. You know, when I decided to do this message, that the title came to me, it was like a resurrection energy. Like you cannot be held down, you cannot be taken out by demonic forces. You supersede all of them. That's what this is saying. There's something here about how you this is an interesting message as it's coming through. It's just taking some time. There's an interesting message here about how you leave people better off than when they started, than when they met you. And I don't think you see this all the time, because I don't know if people always say this to you. But it's like you could have several meetings throughout the day, so to speak. Or maybe you have a customer service job. And by your presence and even just people being around you, you actually transmute energy. Like you actually encourage people to detach from whatever temptations, challenges, issues are bothering them, whatever is making them feel bound to what they no longer want to be bound to. I want to say this, but it's a strange way to phrase it. So I'm going to say it with sensitivity. You help people break the chains that they are bound to. And you help people free themselves from enslavement. Show me a bit more, please. I'm gonna keep this out. King of Coins. This King of Coins energy, he pops up every now and then. And it's like he knows that you've been through something, because the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands, are in the deck and I saw them. It's like he knows about the trials and tribulations of being an alchemist. And not just any type of an alchemist that transmutes the energy into something of a higher vibration or a higher, more positive emotional state or frequency. Plenty of people can go out in the world and vampire off of each other. So plenty of people can take energy, alchemize it into shame, humiliation, upset, anger, frustration. Plenty of people can do that. But how many people can actually step out into a crowd where there's so many energies that may be disarray and actually bring tranquility and peace? Not many. I feel like this person knows you're incredibly rare. In this way, it's like you're a freedom fighter, but you teach people how to free themselves from within. Show me a bit more, please. King of Coins, what, this is everything you have to say? You said that you could tell that somebody was having a hard time. The Magician on top of the star. Okay, we have the Moon. Page of Swords, Ace of Coins. Someone has been watching you. You see, someone watches you manifest, and they know that it is extraordinary. Meaning that how you actually create money or how you alchemize something into prosperity is beyond regular capacity. You're above the average, like way above any type of average here. Hey, Divine Reflection, welcome. Happy to have you. I feel here like the world is reclaiming their time and reclaiming their thoughts. And there's this energy in like human consciousness right now of like, we don't know what we're going to do. This is a bit bizarre, but I'm going to say this. They're bringing up this type of energy where like the collective consciousness of humanity is like, where's mommy? Where's daddy? Where's God? Where's source? Where's the Most High? I feel here like you're about to step in as a leader for a consciousness movement because people are looking for the divine mother and father. And I feel like you carry that within you. That's why there could be a crowd of people and they'll look at you because you're the divine mother, you're the divine father. Knight of Swords, the Moon, and Temperance. It may seem like the train and the track is moving incredibly fast right now. And some of us, we're really wondering with the Moon card here, what's with all of the shadow? When this shadow disperses, what is going to come about it? And I see you here as a grounding force of peace for humanity. In this time of psychological uncertainty for humanity. Let's try a bit more. Show me a bit more. Thank you. On top of Temperance, we have the Queen of Swords, and it's by your spoken word. And I also want to say here, it's by your discipline. I want to say they're bringing up how you discipline others very well. And you teach people to be self-monitoring so that if there ever comes to be a time where the land is lawless or laws no longer mean anything, people are able to monitor themselves from their own sense of morality and goodwill. You're showing up here as goodwill, so to speak, and not as some hand-me-down type of store, no. It's like you're a materialization of angelic energy in its truest form. So what's up? You help people heal from trauma. You help people heal from trauma, from grief. You help people move through the rebirth process. You help people move through when they thought what happened was going to kill them, so to speak. You ever have something happen and it feels like such a difficult trauma or betrayal, you don't know how you're going to go on? You've been through that. You've resurrected through that. And not only have you resurrected, but you have also brought death energy to that trauma itself so that it has loosened its grip on your reality and you're able to pull those swords out of your back and heal. There is something here they would like for me to share with you, that on this day, the old you is gone. It takes only 72 hours for you to resurrect, and you have done so. So I feel here, even as the world itself resurrects or in some way ascends or evolves into a different light, into a different, how do I say, openness to the heart space. I feel like you went through that rebirth process as well, alongside Mother Earth, alongside this universe. It's like people think that it's the end, but you remind them it's not. Okay? Yeah, okay. I want to tell you about something here. There's a king of coins who I spoke to once, and I remember I loved the conversation with him. You know, we were philosophizing and talking about so many things about society, about the nature of reality, connection, nurturance, nourishment, so many things. And what stood out to me as well was he said something like, it's a symptom of the dystopian society that we're living in. And that sentence was so clear. I could tell that that's the mindset that he's working from. He looked around and he's like, this shit is a freaking dystopia. Show me a bit more about that. 5 of coins, yeah. You see, like there are different levels to this poverty mindset that happens. And sometimes there's a mindset that's not about material money and finances, but we can still be in the mindset of poverty in terms of like people's spirituality. Like this is like assuming that human beings are terrible before you see any good in them. Show me a bit more about this dystopian that this masculine said to me. Ace of Cups, yeah. It's a poor heart and justice. So let me say this to you. And they're saying I could actually end the message here with 10 of Cups. Whoever this King of Coins is, he wholeheartedly believed, whichever way, that the world is going to go to shit. And I feel like this King of Coins saw you, met you, spoke with you, and you helped him to recognize the Hanged Man reversed and the World and the Hermit card here. You helped him to see that not everybody's heart is so poor. You know, if you feel like the world is a dystopia, it's so easy to throw your hands in the air and become apathetic and say, well, why does it matter? You're helping this person to realize, and I feel like they want to give you money so you can help the masses realize that their heart space matters, that the healing of the heart space matters, and that it's possible. You know how many people walk this earth and feel like everything that they've experienced, it's irreparable. They won't be able to fix their heart. They won't be able to fix their mind. Whatever happens, you know, they can't change it, and there's nothing they can do about it. That's the 5 of coins and the Ace of Cups here. Not believing in goodwill, in a good-natured human being. You're certainly showing up this way to this King of Coins. For whatever that means for you. You're showing up as justice and 10 of Cups energy. The remembrance and the embodiment that this world is a paradise. And that's why the scales are being reset here. That's why you're some type of gatekeeper here as well. We must believe in the paradise too. And you are a part of the scales tipping in that direction, releasing this demonic veil where there's so much capitalism that takes place off of people's trauma. You are a gatekeeper here. Okay? Let me see if there are any other messages from the King of Coins. And I'm going to close this out. Yeah, we have Nine of Cups and Lovers. Whoever this King of Coins is, he feels like you're something to be preserved. You're something incredibly precious. And it's Six of Rods. You're precious to this world and you deserve to be seen. And that's why he wants to give you something. Do you want to show me what you're going to give the Divine Feminine? What will you give the Divine Feminine? Eight of Cups. What will you give the Divine Feminine? The Star. And I'll take these two. Seven of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Ace of Swords. So this person is going to invest in you traveling. And I'm not 100% sure of how you're going to do this, but this person knows that you can. This person will invest in you traveling to liberate the masses who are stuck in a mental loop. And you know that's how the devil keeps humanity bound, by the process of amnesia, us not remembering. I feel here like you're going to travel to help people get out of a karmic loop that begins in their own mind. It's like you're going to travel, go place to place, and show up with this star energy to help people heal. That's what this person is investing in. Page of Wands, Ace of Swords, like you speaking the truth, you speaking light into people, you speaking energy into people. And the Lovers and Six of Rods once more. The two of you may do this together. But this person, they really love you. You know, it's almost like having someone who wears all black all of the time. Meet an original earth angel. And even though it's something like this person feels like they need you because they need the reminder that there's good in the world. And so it's like this person feels like the world cannot lose you. You must continue on. So they're gonna give you some help. Okay. There's a Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we have Six of Coins reversed. Yeah. I feel here like these cards are obvious, but I'm just picking up on on some more energy surrounding them. It's interesting. I feel like this energy that's coming through, Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, yeah. This energy that's coming through is like the energy of new money. And if somebody has new money, it means that they're pretty much the person of their bloodline to bring in a substantial amount of prosperity and wealth into it. And when you're able to do that, I feel like this person kind of has their own rules about how they want to spend their money or what they want to do with their finances. And they've looked around them at the other people who they surround themselves with. Maybe these people also have money. Maybe these people, Seven of Cups. Maybe these people have money to burn, so to speak. And I don't think that he likes seeing people spend so much money on such frivolous things when there's already so much suffering in the world. So I feel here this masculine, this king of coins wants to give something to you. I feel like he wants to fund you or give you money, but I feel like he's also really falling in love with you. Yeah, there goes my phone. Because he feels like you are regenerative as an asset, as someone to have in their life who multiplies and brings in more, instead of people who already have so much and it's unearned and all they're doing is just pissing that money away. He feels like a lot of these people spend their time in a state of ignorance. And he's saying it makes him sick. He's like, I can't do it anymore. He's like, why would I put my money into this? I'm going to give this cause or something like tens of thousands of dollars, but I don't even know where that money is going. It's like he would rather give it to someone, excuse me. It's like he would rather give it to someone who he can meet face to face and he knows what they're going to be doing with that money, instead of just making large donations to anomalous companies or anomalous causes. I'm hearing like he wants to see his money work in action, and he knows that you're able to do it. Okay? Anything else, King of Coins? Thank you. Oh, he's cute. I like him. Look. Four of Cups and the Lovers. He really hopes that you pick him. That's how he's feeling. Four of Cups and the Lovers. He's a bit nervous about rejection. And I feel like it's because this connection that he feels with you, it took him some time to kind of let it sink in. He may have ignored it a little bit at first. But now he's realizing, King of Pentacles here and Six of Rods, that you're like the most beautiful, the truest victory that he could even possibly have. Okay? Show me this here about the Lovers, King of Pentacles. What do you want to say about Lovers? King of Swords. Oh, okay. King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups reversed. I mean, I don't know. Interesting. Whoever he is, he's saying that it took him some time to actually be able to acknowledge his feelings when it comes to love. And I feel here that may have created some delay or maybe some hot and cold when it came to him specifically showing you how he feels. And I'm not sensing any negative or bad energy here. I'm just sensing somebody who moved a bit slow. Okay? Because they were weighing the pros and cons, going back and forth. They could have been very busy. They may get a lot of attention with the Six of Rods here. So a lot of their time and attention was dispersed across many different things. But I feel here this masculine is really realizing, Seven of Cups reversed, this isn't a joke. He's realizing that you're not a facade. You are who you say you are. So there aren't any filters over your heart. You're truly who you say you are. And he was kind of going back and forth, like, is she really? Is that really who they are? Knight of Pentacles. Like he put some time. He even let some time pass by to see if you would show up in the same way. And I feel like you did. The Hanged Man to the Five of Pentacles reversed. This masculine is realizing that this mindset that he has about Five of Coins, about the world being a dystopia, is not going to make the world any better. 818 on my clock. And so he's realized he can't just walk around wearing black clothes all the time and being emo, so to speak, and think that change is going to happen. You have like inspired in this person that they must assume the best, because otherwise, what is it worth? Yeah, he wants a relationship now. The Chariot. So I'm going to close out this message here with the Chariot, Four of Wands, Queen of Cups on top of the Ace of Swords. You feel incredibly familiar to this person, and you also make him feel very psychologically safe. And I think that's a part of this dystopian energy or something that he was in. You never like get around a group of people, and even though you may be familiar with them or call them your friends, you don't feel psychologically safe with them. Don't know if you can really trust them, or you don't know if they're going to change on the drop of a hat. This man feels like he can be himself with you, and he can share the vulnerable parts of his past, his childhood, the depths of his psyche and what's in his mind. He feels like he can share that with you. And that's a type of safety that can feel, I want to say, I think to him it felt intimidating at first, but now he's realized that it's actually a gift to have someone see you so clearly. Eight of Rods. He's ready to talk to you. Expect this. Three of Coins. You're going to collaborate with him. Okay? You should expect this. You're going to be surprised. You're going to be very surprised. And it's going to make you a lot of money. Okay? In some ways, I'm hearing this masculine say, like, if you can't beat them, join them. And it's not like he was trying to beat you. I feel like he was feeling so defeated by this pessimistic mindset that now he's literally like, well, where is it going to get me? So he's realizing I can't beat the pessimism. So I might as well just join the optimism. He's like beating the pessimism. It's not going to, it's not going to do anything. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, Divine Creator, thank you. Let me have some tea. This is a brief commercial break. I don't know about you, but I have enjoyed putting milk in my tea. I don't know what it is. Yeah, we have the Star, Nine of Cups. Center stage is where you're meant to be. This person wants to place you there, King of Swords, Star. You're like an inspirational speaker. You bring people wisdom. I'm going to close this out, okay? That's the message on this day. I don't know what you went through over the past 72 hours. I know that I went through a lot. And I woke up today literally feeling resurrected. So that's the energy. Your comeback game, the way that you come back from that 10 of Swords reverse to the death energy is remarkable. Incredible. So you have risen once more. I'm going to close out the energy of this reading, and I give gratitude to the highest creator of all things and to the source energy of love. May the source energy of love flow through us always and be the loudest in the room, be the loudest in our minds, be the loudest of our voice and of our hearts. Glory be to the highest creator of all things. And we also call in the glorious loves that are meant for us, past, present, and future. They find us in all ways, this love. Thank you, Most High Divine Creator. I close out the energy of this reading and the portals I have been looking within and through. Ashe. So welcome, everyone. Oh, I meant to say you're welcome. All right. right, you're welcome, everyone. Have a wonderful Friday. I may be back later to do personal readings, so I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. See you.